What's up, my buttercups? Welcome to my channel where I talk about my experiences on my transformation journey into becoming the best and highest version of myself. And I want to take time to thank all of my subscribers, my lovely subscribers, for supporting the channel, as well as everyone who has left beautiful comments on my page. I thank you, thank you, thank you. So today's message is a rant because I have been seeing this too much and I'm just fed up with it. So I decided that I was going to make a video, and that is on supporting yourself. I watch people over and over, and some of you may resonate and some of you may not, but I watch people over and over support someone so much. If someone comes to them and they have a dream to start their own business, they are the first ones to be like, yes, you can do it. That's a great idea. Like, I'm behind you 100%. Like, if you need something, I'm there. And they give them, great optimism and great support. And yes, like, you're behind them. You got this. And or if someone needs support and in other ways, you're always there to support other people. If they're having a bad day, you can console somebody. You can try to help them find solutions to their problems. People come to you for advice. People come to you on how to handle their problems. And so you can support the universe. And I'm not talking financially, I'm talking about with energetically in all kinds of different ways. You have the capability of supporting so many things, except you don't use the same energy that you're using on other people to support yourself and your dreams. And I just want to knock on your head, little knucklehead, like, wake up. You have to support yourself. Believe in your dreams. There is no reason that Susie Q over there can go start her own business and you can't. You have the same capabilities. We are all equals. We all have the same opportunities. And you'll say, but I can't because, but I can't because, this was my type of childhood. I don't have the money. I don't have the time. That's all untrue. That's excuses. You can either make excuses or get results. And if you put where there's a will, there's a way. And there is so much truth behind that saying. If you really want something to happen, you will make it happen. Think of the times that you have really wanted to find out some type of information. You will go on the hunt. You will go like a hound dog on the hunt to find out the truth or the answer to whatever question you have. Or if you really want to try something or go somewhere, you make sure that it happens if you really, really want it. And you have to get that same type of energy behind you when you want to try something new. And so let's say you want to learn something. Let's say you want to go back to school. You'll go and support somebody else that wants to go back to school, that's going to achieve go back for their higher education. Support yourself. You know what you start doing when you get this opportunity to go back to school and you finally commit, like, yes, I'm going to. Your inner critic starts going off in your head and you start saying all of this stuff. But I can't go back to school. How am I going to do homework? How am I going to, where are the kids going to go, during the times? How am I going to manage the classwork and the study time? How am I, do I even have the schedule to be able to go back and forth to school? If I do online school, am I going to be able to focus? All of this stuff, you can talk yourself right out of going to school. Or maybe you wanted to learn a new talent, a new craft. You want to learn how to play guitar. You want to learn how to knit. You want to learn how to do art, anything. Let's say you want to try up a new hobby and there's classes that you can take, but you talk yourself out of taking them. Kind of like if you decide that you're going to start working out and you're going to start this workout routine and you've got to drive to the gym and yet you cannot make yourself drive. You have to support your dreams. You have to love yourself and allow yourself support and like time for those dreams to bloom. And if you need to take a class, like if you really like calligraphy and you've been wanting to learn calligraphy, take a calligraphy class, but show up. Like, actually sign up for the class, do it, and show up and learn your new skill. Just like if you want to, learn knitting, like show up to the class. You have to show up and you have to do the work, just like working out. You have to go to the gym. You have to be consistent. You have to consistently show up to the gym to get any results. But to stop this nonsense where you're giving all of your energy to other people and supporting them, when in reality, you're not even supporting yourself. You're staying in these toxic relationships because you believe that you can't get better, or if you're unworthy to get out, or if you don't have a means to get out. But that's all untrue. That's all illusions. That you can. There is a possibility. There is a way out. Support yourself. Support what is best for you. What direction do you want to go in life? What career do you want to have? What does your family dynamic look like? Figure out all of those steps. Sit with yourself, meditate quietly, ask yourself those questions, let the answers come up, and then support those dreams. I wanted to empower people. How am I going to empower people? I had to start coming up with ways. And then I started thinking these videos. I can reach, let's say, only 100,000 people resonate with the messages that I say. There's 8 billion people on this earth and only 100,000 resonate. That is still 100,000 good vibes rippling out into the universe. So even if it's a fraction, it's a tiny fraction of the world's population. I wanted to go out to the world, no matter how hard it is, and empower people and motivate people, change, because I did it firsthand. And I'm a drastically different person than I was. And this has been so empowering to me, so motivating to me, that I want to share it with the world so that we can go out and share it with others and others. And it just ripples like this ocean view behind me. It just ripples into more and more beautiful things into this world. So I know that's kind of a rant, but I just see so many people, and it's almost like it's easier for people to talk to other people and say, yes, you can do it, honey, you got this, and because you don't have to do any of the work. But it's time for you to invest in yourself. You are your biggest investment. What you invest in yourself is the skills that you acquire and that you can go on to teach others, or that you can bless with the world, or that even learning art. I was watching a documentary on Keith Haring, and he was just painting things throughout the city just to spark conversations or to brighten someone's day. Or it's just those little bitty things where you don't think there's any significance, but there is. And so you going within and figuring out what your purpose, your dreams, your talents are, and then supporting yourself, actually supporting yourself, is so important. And if you can support everyone else, then I have no fear whatsoever that you are truly capable of supporting yourself financially, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, in every realm possible. You've got you. If you don't have you, who else has you anyway? You can't just let the universe, let life happen to you. You have to grab the bull by the horns and happen to life. You've got to take life into your hands and make moves. Don't just let it keep happening to you. Do what you want. Go where you want to go. Achieve what dreams you want to achieve. But that all starts out with having the dream, and it doesn't matter how big the dream is. Okay, I was watching a documentary on Jean-Michel Barquiste. I might be slaughtering that. But I was so amazed by him, because here he was, this youth. He was 20 something years old in New York City, an African American, and he's painting, and he gets huge. And he's in these art museums with all these snooty people, and he's so different than everyone else. And I just put myself in his shoes, like, how crazy would that be to be this young kid with all of these mature artists, and they're refined with their talk and all of that. And then here's this young kid completely different than the rest, but his stuff spoke to people. His stuff, people resonated with his art. That's how loud it spoke to people. And so I put myself on that. Like, he supported himself, right? He supported himself, and he was different than the rest. He didn't mind to step away from the crowd, but in order to do that, he had to support himself. He had to understand that he was who he was. There was no, like, he supported himself, and in those ways he grew. And if you have a dream, like he had a dream that he was going to be rich and famous and an artist that everyone knew, and then his painting ended up selling in 2017 for some record amount. He ended up setting records, just like he believed that he could, because he believed in a dream. He had a dream, he believed in the dream, and then he supported his dream by doing what he loved, doing what his passion was. There was so many critics, people saying, that he couldn't do it, that his stuff wasn't art. All kinds of people were coming at him. I don't think that there's a person that goes out into the public that hasn't had a critic come against them. But you have to realize that that's not you, that critic is just someone that's coming up against you. And, the Bible says that the Bible didn't say weapons don't form. It said weapons that come against you will not prosper. So just don't even let them bother you. People are going to say, I've always said, you can be the juiciest peach on the tree, but there is always someone that doesn't like peaches. And it's just the truth about it, honey. Like, there is no, you could be the most beautiful flower, but there's someone that's like, I don't like those flowers, I'm allergic, growth, bye. So just be you. It's okay to just be you, and support and embrace that, because there are people like you in this world. There is a community. And like I said, even if it's just a tiny little fraction, 0.01% of this earth, I don't know what calculation that is of 8 billion. That's still a significant chunk of people that you can affect by truly believing in your dream, whatever it may be. So I know I've gone off onto a huge tangent. I'm spoken longer than I wanted to on this topic, but I truly believe in supporting yourself. Take that energy that you're using on everybody else to support all of their dreams and to live vicariously through them, and bring it back into you and support yourself. Go to those classes, learn what you need to learn. Go to those business classes and figure out how you need to start a business. Watch YouTube videos, Google stuff, find articles, go to the library. They offer free classes around town all the time. There's so many options, is basically what I'm getting at. There's unlimited options to grow in life. We live in the internet age where basically anything is accessible, right? That's a good thing and a bad thing in some moments, but it is a good thing if you are trying to learn and further grow yourself. So I just really invite you to hone into what you really do enjoy and what your talent is, or what you want to share with the world, whatever craft or talent or mission or purpose that you have, and to support yourself so it can grow, right? A flower needs support. Sometimes trees need support with the little sticks. You need support. And the most important person that you can support is you. The most important person that you can invest in is you. And I know you got this. You have come so far. So, like, some of you have gone on a speedy journey and some of you are slow but steady. It does not matter. You've put in the time and you've put in the work. Support your own dreams, because you can go as far as you want to go. It's just the amount of momentum and the energy that you put behind these dreams. And I know you got it in you to achieve big and to ripple out such a positive vibe to the universe that we all grow from it. So anyways, if you resonated with this video, just go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Mwah!